How's it going, guys? It's Revelations, and welcome back to another Revelations Reviews. Today, I am excited to bring you a game that I have played a ton of. And when I say play a ton of, I mean 73 hours. This game is early access. This game is amazing. Think RimWorld, think Odd World or Odd Gym, or what is it called? Odd Realm? Odd Realm. Think these kind of games where you have your settlers, you have your area, and you just build from the ground up as kind of like a god's eye view downward. You look at your characters, blah blah blah. You know the game type. It's a great game. You can find it on Steam right now for $25. I'm sure it will go on sale at some point, so if you don't want to spend the $25, you can just wait, but I do highly recommend it. The positive reviews are there, very positive, and yeah, it's a normal sim game. It's a great game, and you're gonna see as much of it as you want right now. So that being said, we're gonna switch our face down as per the normal and get into some gameplay. There goes the sound. There we go. So again, I have played a ton of this, but we're not gonna be jumping into a loaded game. We're gonna be jumping into a new game, and we'll go on survival. So we'll just do this in order to show you the base of the game. This will probably end up killing me, honestly, but yeah, we'll do survival. And yeah, survival on easy, just to make it easier and show you. So you can start off with three scenarios. You have a new life, lone wolf, or add one of your own. You can kind of customize it to give you your own lore and your own abilities and so on. But we're just gonna stick with a new life, which should be a party of 3 that will come together and build up anew. It's gonna be great. So you have 3 starting locations on every seed right now. So let's say we switch this to my favorite number, 72,000. There we go. You have a different seed for each one of these no matter what you type in. So 72,000. We have mountains, valley, and hillside. My best kingdom was on mountains, and I just spent days and days and days excavating a mountain and digging under it and so on. But we'll just go valley for now. Actually, let's try hillside. I haven't messed with hillside before, so let's do that. So the very same way that you would expect a game such as RimWorld or Odd Realm, I keep saying Odd Realm to play out and give you your character creation here at the beginning. This game does the exact same thing. All of these skills matter, except currently animal husbandry or animal handling does nothing. There is no relative skill here yet because the developers have yet to put that in, but everything else is extremely useful. Smithing, all of these do exactly what you would think they do. Botany, plants, tailoring, so on and so forth. We'll just stick with what we have right now. Perks are also included, but I haven't seen them being too important as of yet. There are some perks that are really good, while also there are some that are pretty bad. You also have a religious alignment bar here that you haven't seen on other games, and this kind of makes it where they want to pray more often, and there's shrines that they can pray to that you can build in the early game just to satisfy them and make them feel better. So we're going to stick with this. Show tutorial tips off, please, because I am a pro, and we don't need tutorial tips. What we need is for the world to be created so that we can play it. Here we go. Click to continue in the bottom right, and boom. This is the game. I'm going to move my face real quick so that we have a better view of what's going on. That should be good. And yeah, so again, very much so like RimWorld. If you've never played RimWorld, sorry for referencing it so much, but very much so along those same lines where you kind of zoom out. You have your guys, you can pause time up here. You have all of your different commands. So hillside looks pretty nice. I like it. It's very open. This will definitely be a good place to build up a little castle. So we'll focus on that. First thing we want to do, of course, is just unmark all of these so that they can be picked up. There we go. And I'm sorry if I'm going to jump through some stuff. Again, I played a ton of this game, so I might miss explaining 1 or 2 things. But really, it is pretty self-explanatory whenever you start looking at it. So, Juet here. Juet. She is currently good at Marksman 8 and Melee 4. So we want to give her the bow. This requires level 10 skill with the bow. She does not have that yet. How about you, Merled? You have level 9, but you also have level 10 in weaponry. So we're going to give you the short sword. And also the shield here, please. Thank you. Alton, how about you? You are absolutely garbage at everything. Maybe we should have re-rolled you. That would have been a good call. We didn't do it, but maybe we should have. So first thing we're going to do is make a stockpile zone over here just for everything to go. Yeah, we'll just allow everything in here. This will give our settlers a little bit of a task, have them start actually doing stuff. Cut down some trees over here as well. This should get prioritized first, if I'm right, which I'm pretty sure I am when it comes to that. Yeah, so they'll start chopping it down. While they're doing that, we can go ahead and grab our wooden walls, because that's what we're going to start off with. And as you can see, there's thermal insulation levels, which actually are very important for winter and summer. During the summer, you will have heat waves coming through. During the winter, you'll have blizzards coming through, and you have to make sure that your guys are prepared for that. That being said, we are going to start off with a shared bedroom instead of doing separate bedrooms, just because I would like to get this built as soon as possible and be ready for the future. Let's go ahead and add on a wooden door as well. Couple windows, again, for insulation and for getting some airflow. Because during the summer, you want to have your windows open so that they don't burn alive inside of their home. You know, common sense, right? So we also want to throw down some wooden floors, please. There we go. And lastly, we're going to need a thatched roof. Now, instead of doing a thatched roof, what we're going to do is show off one of the coolest features of this game, and that is the ability to go on the x-axis. Wait, x, y, z, the z-axis. So most games like this, you can only build on the level that you're permitted, but by holding the control key and moving up and down, you'll see that you can actually change your levels. This is way far below them, so you'll see that here. Now if we move up one, we're on this level. Up one more, we're on the top level. So now we can place stuff on here by adding a pair of stairs right there. And they're just building away and having a great time. But the reason I'm building a research table right now is because we have to do our first research task, which is to... I just realized my face is in the way yet again. Let's just put it here. This ain't too bad. But our first research task is going to be to get pillars. Or not pillars, what are they called? Beams. Wooden beams. These wooden beams will allow us to support more things on top of this, which will allow us to build that second layer that we were just talking about. So if we could fast forward through this, we actually do need beds as well that I completely forgot about. So hay sleeping spots are going to be our best bet for now. So we'll just plop down 3 right here. Maybe throw in a clay brazier as well. A brazier. Honestly, no clue how to pronounce that. Wooden table maybe. Could be nice. Give them somewhere to eat. And then a couple stools. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. So now what we need to do for research is prioritize getting 5, I'm pretty sure. So we want 5 research. Let me make sure. Research tab, architecture requires nothing. We actually already have all we needed. That's good to know. What we do need, though, is for them to start building these walls. Pretty please. You have wood. What is the issue? Not enough allotted resources. Okay, Pasa? You got wood right here, my guys. Oh, they built the stairs first for some reason? All right. They're just having good times. All right, so wooden beams, as I mentioned earlier, we can put one down there, and that should, if I'm right, give us ability to build another set of wood floors up top here. There we go. So this is not a roof, this is a floor. And once we have that down, what we can do is, honestly, we should have built the stairs inside. So let's go inside. We'll build the stairs right here. Not pretty. Not pretty at all, but it works. And all you need is for something to work. Doesn't gotta look good. It's just gotta do the job. So let's put it in here, please. Right there. Right, where did I just build the... Okay, I have no clue. Let's just block off this entire section here and hope that we can just get a staircase in, please. There we go. Block off. There we go. And stairs. Stairs cannot be... What? Can't place stairs? Path blocked by wooden floor. So you can't place these stairs on wooden floor, apparently. Space already occupied. Oh, never mind. We got it. There we go. So now what we can do... Copy that. Put it here, please. put this here. There we go. Invalid position. No, you're in invalid position. But there we go. So we have our second floor built, which again, I just wanted to do to showcase the difference between this game and other games such as RimWorld and so on. So we want to build around here. Construction failed. That's great. You're doing such good things with my resources. Thank you. And there we go. Simple. We can add a couple more windows just in case. There we go. And there we go. Now we have a second floor. Also, you have thatched roofs or roofs in general, but we're going to use thatched roof because it only costs sticks. And we have a ton of sticks laying around. So, right off the bat, just by looking at this, you can tell the game has a lot more depth and a lot more possibility when it comes to what can be done in the future. Yeah, just move the game around the screen. That's a great idea. We're moving our face for the 4th time, trying to figure out how we are supposed to do this. Because turns out we just don't have any good spot for our face, except for where we are now. This is a good spot. So what we can do is kind of block that off. We're good on food for right now, but we're going to need to start getting some more soon. And the way we do that is by... Oh, I completely missed the fact that we had all these resources scattered all out here. Very RimWorld-esque. You know, if you've ever played RimWorld, the first 2 to 3 minutes of the game are always just searching around in circles for those few materials that the game didn't tell you fell onto the earth. We have bones over here. We're not going to worry about that. We're not going to go fight the wolf. There is absolutely no need for that. But the deer, we can mark for a hunt. So tomorrow morning when they wake up, somebody, probably the person with the bow, should go hunt this deer. So since we are in this type of area and not in... Are these clay walls? Oh, is that the reason that these didn't get built fast enough? Is because I asked them to build it with clay like an idiot? Yep, that's my bad. Well, I guess this is a good time to demonstrate the... Settlers are exhausted. Great. But the mining capability. So clay deposits can be mined, and that is where you get your clay from. Also, there is the iron deposits. There's the coal deposits here, which you need for smelting later on. You can also burn wood if you end up coming into some place that has no coal for some reason. I don't think any of the places don't have coal, but just in case, you can always just burn wood by growing trees, which is something you can do once you have unlocked that tech tree. Next thing that I would like to showcase, because again, this is just a really cool game in general, but something that's really cool that you don't really see very often is the ability to dig down. You saw the fact that we can build up, but the fact that we can build down is another thing that you very rarely see. That's just really cool. So what we can do, and you actually kind of need to later on in order to make freezers and cool places for your food to be stored throughout the summer. As you could probably guess, throughout the winter, you're fine. You don't really have to worry about much. But whenever summer hits, stuff starts hitting a lot harder. And you got to be prepared. So there we go. We'll start with that. No, we will not. That was... Yeah, we will. Okay, so we'll start with this. They'll come and mine this out. And then what we'll do is mine... Honestly, we have to mine 6 of them. There we go. So mine this out. Go down a layer. And you see how we have this? We can dig under that now. There. And then we can dig from there into the ground a little bit more. So they'll come down the stairs. They'll hit here. There will be a doorway here. So block that off. And then we'll have a 5x5 area. And this will be our storage area. Meal preparation missing? What do you mean? Are you just telling me that we're going to die, or what's going on? We do want this red currant to be harvested. So what we can do is go to the cut plants. Actually, not cut plants. I don't want to destroy them. Harvest, please. And I would like all of these to be harvested. We are going to go big screen. Harvest. Thank you. We're going to select this deer. Please hunt. Mariled, what are you holding? Not what I need you to. Prioritize deer hunting. So this is kind of what the combat looks like. Hopefully we get attacked soon so that I can kind of demonstrate how it looks. But if that doesn't happen, we do have this right here. As you can see, going to run up, aim, shoot, and just keep on doing that over and over until she hits it, slows it down. She did hit it, but it's not nearly... What? How is it's at like 2 health? How are you not slowed? You got hit in the neck or something. I don't know how that works. Juliana, where'd you go? You're not doing anything. Wait, did you kill a deer? No, that's not you. Juliet. Oh, you got it. Take him out. There we go. So dead deer. The dead deer should be hauled to the stockpile and then be butchered as soon as we build a butcher table, which may be our next step. Definitely should be our next step. So there we go. Butcher table is in the works. We also need a campfire to cook, but again, that will be kind of later on as well. Because from there, we can actually get stoves down the research tree. As you go further down, you have, where's it at? Stoves should be in here somewhere. We have blacksmithing, cooking. There we go. You have limestone fireplaces, otherwise known as stoves. And you can make better foods from there that will keep your people satisfied for longer. On top of that, we also have this, which is a new trait that I've not seen in games like this before that I really enjoy. It's the room types. It just straight up tells you all the different room types. If you've ever, again, gonna mention it 1,000 more times, if you ever played RimWorld, one of the hardest things to figure out is if a room is good enough, or how big a room needs to be, or what does it need to have in it to classify it as X type of room. This game does not do that. This game tells you very blatantly by hovering over kitchen requires this, done. For shared bedroom, it tells you exactly what it needs and so on. It's just a great bit of information that really kind of shows off what these kind of genres and what these kind of games can be whenever they're taken care of. So as you can see, everything is detailed here. If you open the window, somebody with a Herald skill will end up coming and opening it in a minute. Who knows when they'll get around to it? Could be forever from now, could be tomorrow. Who knows? Sadly, the game is not too smart in things like this, and there's still a bit of a problem where they'll build their way out of areas. So now, obviously, they can't build this, so that becomes a bit of an issue. I don't know where all of my people went. Could you please come back? Oh, they're all harvesting. Good job, guys. Proud of you. I know I was fussing at you, but I am proud. Oh, over here is iron as well, which is this is a great seed, honestly. This is just overall a very nice seed. But ambient noise has to buy... What? The ambient noise by far is one of my favorite things about this game. Just the ability to kind of chill and relax and then be hit out of nowhere with this like nice ambient occlusion kind of thing. You know, with the birds chirping in the background, the trees falling, you just know that it's alive. It's nice altogether. Campfire is right here. I just need you to build it. Please stop complaining. All the trees need to be chopped, so again, I don't know what to tell you. You're just straight up not doing the things I'm telling you to. I'm just gonna chill, I guess. Furniture's good. So here are the 2 shrines I was talking about earlier, and they are gonna need a backgammon table in order to have fun. So let's build that backgammon table on the back. We'll build 2 shrines over here. We'll build one right on this side. There we go. And then we'll build the wooden shrine of restitution on this side. So they can pray in vicinity of each other, but they don't have to. They can just respect each other's religions. Yeah, we'll just do that. Pyres. This is a way to cremate people, whether they be your settlers or others. I think putting it right under this little tree will be nice and pretty. It'll be a good time. So defenses, you have the Merlins, which can be made out of nearly anything, and just are basically kind of like half walls or guards, so that if you're getting shot at, you have half cover, full cover, which will help you not get hit by the arrows. Now, I will say enemies don't tend to have bows and arrows until way further down the line. I thought they would have the resources for bows like within the first 2 attacks. No. On my other game, I have 14 villagers. And as you can see, villagers don't come fast. But I have 14 villagers, and we just now started getting attacked with bows and arrows. It's kind of a crazy thing to think about whenever you look at it like that, though. So we're about 20 minutes into the game, and I think I've kind of demonstrated all of the key small factors that will either make you want the game or just never want to touch it. So with that being said, I think we'll just kind of chill for a minute, let this run how it's going to run, and just have a good old time. They are moving everything. Hopefully nothing gets dropped here because we have to get a staircase down. Perfect. So we want to copy, drop a staircase there. They'll get to it when they get to it. Not right now, but they will get to it at some point. Yeah, they're having a good time here. They're just living their lives. Living their best lives. So we do have a lot of clay coming from this. So we may be able to prioritize making a little covered area for our stuff so that it doesn't go bad so fast. So let's put one at this corner. This corner, we'll just make it long versus making it wide. So we'll go all the way over here and then all the way here. There we go. That should work. Actually, now that I think about it, that will absolutely not work because we don't have the beam capability. So we're gonna have to put one more dead center. Oh, that's gonna bother me. There is no dead center here. Oof. You know that's gonna tick some people off for sure. It's okay though. They can get over it. There we go. So let's go clay roof now, please, if that's an option, which turns out it is just not an option, but we do have the potential for hay roofs. There we go. So as you can see, I'm not blocking this place off entirely with walls. What this is going to be is literally just a little area to store stuff on the ground. And with this game, stuff rots or goes bad based on the floor it's on and based on whether it's roofed or not. So if you provide the items with a roof and with a floor, that will up its basically longevity by an extreme amount. Stuff like deer and stuff that's alive, it doesn't have as much of an effect on, but stuff like rocks or sticks that would go bad if they just sat on the ground forever will not go bad if they're taken care of and put on a floor along with covered. So like the cabbage will go bad because of heat, because of cold, so on and so forth, while the tunic here will not decompose at all as soon as the ground gets built below it, and it will just stay there and be fine. Sticks, same thing. It's going bad because of unroofed and ground type. Cabbage is going bad because of temperature. Temperature is a lot harder to deal with and requires the underground section that I was just talking about. So as soon as that's done, we'll have that ability to kind of keep things safe. But for now, we just want to turn off the overlay, let our guys move at 3 speed, and yeah, I guess just watch them go. So that's one of my favorite things about these kind of games is just the ability to kind of get a plan in your mind, get the plan moving, get the plan started, and then from there, just kind of sit back and watch it unfold. It's really nice. If I haven't made it extremely clear by now, I very highly suggest this game. If you're looking for a game that you can kind of just get into and you can enjoy and love, this is definitely it. Now, one thing that I do want to make sure I mention is the fact that this is an early access game. And that being said, they do have a lot of work to do. There's not that many bugs, but this is an early access game. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be tinkered and a lot of stuff that needs to be added to make it more fulfilling. But besides that, this is, I would say, completely worth the money, especially if you love these kind of games like I do. Now, they do have when I say they, I'm referring to the developers, but they do have a roadmap out currently that they've posted and showed exactly what they want to add and the way they're going to add it and so on. And actually, hopefully I don't forget. If I do, I'm sorry. But right over here, I'll pop up a quick image of the roadmap, and you can look at it and kind of go through it with me for a second while my guys run around in the background and do stuff. So they have the accumulating snow, ruins, natural geysers, caves, caverns, traveling people, just making the world feel more alive. Taming wildlife, again, that animal husbandry or animal handling that I was mentioning earlier, giving that an actual use. I feel like that's kind of one of the first things they should do, but they do have it kind of further down on the list. It's weird having a trait that is not used. I don't really like that too much, but to each their own. And yeah, some of these I'm extremely excited about, like map factions, having the ability to kind of team up with certain maps and different people. I think that idea is just great in general. So I'll show you quick. If you look at the region, they've already got the groundwork laid. You have multiple factions and multiple cities, and as you get bigger and as you get stronger, your little circle here will grow over them, and you'll get attacked more based on how many factions your little circle is enveloping at that time. So yeah, it's pretty good. But yeah, there we go. So our little thing has been built. So everything under here now that isn't flesh or food should stay completely fine for a good while. That being said, we can expand our zone to right here as well, just so that they have more room to put stuff, which gives us more room to store things. Now, yes, the UI does get a little bit weird sometimes, and it's kind of fickle to get used to, just because you have to think about exactly where you're putting your control level and so on to make sure that you're including all the areas you want to. And I will absolutely be the first one to admit it does get annoying, but I absolutely love it. Even every game has its little quirks and its little things that get annoying. This is not one, in my opinion, that is a big enough deal for it not to be worth playing. So we did get enough for research. We have 15 now, which should go towards agriculture. Agriculture is a huge part of this game, making sure you have food and you all have the ability to survive. That's done by planting fields. Each one of these provide you with a different amount of food. None of the food really matters. I personally just make a ton of red currant because it can be used for wine. It can be used for beer, alcohol, drinks. It can be used for food, lavish meals, prepared meals. Red currant just seems to be the best and the most common sense. So I just make it and let it grow all throughout the season. Now you also do need herbs. Our herbs are going to be your healing factor because you can make medicines with it and so on. So we're going to make a little herb area right here. And lastly, I also would suggest doing some trees to have like a little forest. But I guess not for this area, because in the mountain area, there's no trees. So you have to plant those in order to get wood. You're building everything with stone and clay, basically, if you spawn in the mountains. But for now, that should be fine. Later on in the game, whenever you get further down the research tiers for like brewing and for chemistry and fermenting, you're going to want barley, because barley is one of the necessary things for you to make alcohol and so on, other stuff that makes your villagers happy. So you're going to need that later. But early on, this is plenty. You have your own little field of red currant, which will be producing a solid source of food, and you have your little medical garden, basically. That being said, this right here is going to be one of our most important features. If we can't get our freezer built soon, then that'll be really bad. So this is the last thing in the game that I want to show you, and it's coming at the perfect time. This is an attack. This is also how you get villagers. So let's say we can take the attack right here, and we'll get Thurups. Thurup, here is all of his stats. You can decide if you want them. And if you say yes, you are get attacked by X amount of people. If you say no, nothing happens, and your settlers get a little bit mad, but they'll get over it. So we've just obtained Thurin, or Thurup. Or please be good at marksman. You're not good at anything, Thurup. Thank you for being useless. Now, as soon as we took him, it gave us the heads up, hey, you're being attacked in 1 day, 6 hours. Thank goodness that is not real time. I would go insane. But that is in-game time, and it goes by very fast. As you can see, Juet right here is healing up. Is his name Action? His name is Action Burrows. What? That's so cool. He's my favorite now. But as you can see, she's healing him up with the herbs that we were just talking about. And yeah, so while we're waiting on this attack, I'll kind of talk about the thermal insulation thing a little bit more. So if you click a room and then click it, it tells you how hot the room is, how cold it is, and allows you to kind of understand what your settlers are going through and whether they're happy, mad, or whatever. So build up defenses. I really don't care too much about defenses in this game, just because I've not seen them be useful for anything unless you're making like a death tunnel or something like that. And those are kind of rare, but it's rare that they become useful. On my other village, though, the one that I have put a ton of hours into, I do have multiple death tunnels leading into my civilization, because that's the only way in. And it makes it, for giant raids, to be extremely easy. I just wait. So settlers are idle right now because I don't have them doing anything. I could give them more orders, like chopping down trees, mining a little bit more, and so on. And we do need to chop down trees because we're still waiting on this and this. So obviously we need wood. They can be focusing on this until 20 hours from right now when we get attacked. But as we're getting attacked and as this is happening, I do want to say thank you guys so much for watching the video. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel. And if you've gotten to this point and you like the video, please feel free to hit that like button. It means a lot, and it gives this video to other people, and it kind of helps the channel, especially with us being a much smaller, much younger channel. So yeah, we're going to finish out this as soon as we get done with the attack. I'll send it off and just have a good time. But I do really want to say I do like this game. I highly suggest it. Again, $25 on Steam. Great reviews, great game. It's just a pretty nice looking game. I mean, you can get down in the dirty with your guys and with your gals, building our little shrine of the brethren, and then the shrine of restitution. Getting it all built out, looking nice as per always. You may see some light coming from this way. That it would be because my dog just opened the door. And yeah, so 12 more hours. If we could speed it up just like this much, that would be top notch. We did get those stairs built. Now we only need this one section cleared, and we'll be able to put in our needed thing. Action, please stop. Prioritize hauling. So what can happen, and this is another bug that needs to be fixed, but what can happen is whenever something is dug out, there's the potential for clay falling down or anything falling down. And if that happens, it will make it where something can't be built in that area, which means that you can never build stairs, which means you just have an infinite hole that you can do nothing with. And that's a little bit of an oversight, I think, by the developers, but again, such a small issue. It's such a great game. And if you can't get over that, then I don't know what to say, but this is a great game. Even with the small little bugs that are currently there, I would not say that that makes this game any less awesome than what it is. The sound of the chopping in the background is just top notch. I love it so much. All right, and as you hear that? It's like a steady wind in the far background. It's beautiful. We got 5 more hours until we're ready to slay some bandits. Settler's wounds need tending. Who got hurt and how? Action, what are you doing, my guy? Bruised chest, dislocated shoulder. Healing convalescence. What happened to you? Why are you in such pain? Why are you running around this living room with that? She just got her dinosaur. I don't know if she ran through the background. I'll see her later on in the video, I guess. There she is. Does she have her dinosaur still? Nope, she dropped it. Nope, here she comes to bother me, as per usual. 1 minute, 21 hours. What? Wrong. 1 hour, 6 minutes. There we go. So much better. But yeah, this is a good game to just chill and watch. This may not be the most screen time looking game. It's fun. So raids, they work very similar to like they do in every other game like this. They appear, you got about 20 to 30 seconds for them to just chill here before they attack. You'll hear the war horn go in the background, and that will mean they start running towards you. We have Pentecost, William, and Sindred. That all you can know about them is they're okay. So there's the war horn. We didn't get any of our guys ready in time, which is not great. We want to highlight all of them, draft them, and then bring them out to the forefront. We're just gonna do this as straight up as possible. We're gonna rush. We're gonna let them fight. I'm not gonna do anything, and there's really not many actions you can take. You can click someone and target somebody specifically, but there's no specific thing that can be done. So that's 1 dead. Looks like this is gonna be a bloodbath on their part. Extremely dead. So he won. This one's gonna try to run away, and if he successfully gets away, he comes back the next time and adds to the enemy's forces. So you want to try to get them as much as you can every time. So everyone, please attack him at full speed. It looks like we're gonna have. It looks like they're just gonna get away. That's great. Thank you guys. You did so good. All right, everybody should be good now. They're fleeing for some reason. That's another little bug that I think that should be fixed. But it is what it is. Now we can take their stuff, we can plunder, we can equip mask. I'm actually gonna have Jewett right here. Go equip the flimsy mask. I'm gonna have Alton. Please go equip the flimsy wool thing so I can show the viewers at home that things do change whenever you pick stuff up. Look at Jewett right here wearing her little sick mask. And then Alton, please go pick up your new apparel. There you go. Looking nice, my guy. All right. Well, that is Going Medieval. A great, absolutely awesome game that has come to Steam for $25. Please check it out. It is awesome. I can't wait for this game's developers to put new things in and keep the game going. That being said, I want to say thank you guys so much for watching. It means a lot to me. It means a lot to the channel. Hit that like button, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out.